Life below the ocean's waves is a mysterious and fascinating world to witness. I consider myself a very fortunate person to have a passion in life that encompasses being able to explore the ocean's mysteries and to experience some of its awe-inspiring wonders. On my first trip to the Lembah Straits in Indonesia, I was overjoyed by the biodiversity and unique creatures to be found there, and totally overwhelmed by the amount of underwater behavior to be witnessed. What follows is a small glimpse into a truly amazing underwater habitat on our wonderful planet Earth. Cuttlefish, which are related to octopus and part of the mollusk family, have 8 arms and 2 tentacles which it uses to capture prey with. This one is using 4 of its arms as a highly advanced fishing lure, moving them around in a pattern any crab or shrimp would surely find appetizing. One of the great mysteries of the cuttlefish is how they are able to change the color of their skin to match the surrounding area and create complex color patterns while being totally colorblind. Flamboyant cuttlefish are one of my favorite creatures in the Lembah Straits, and are skilled predators that stalk prey with moves that are a cross between a jungle cat and a charging elephant. In her charge to capture a very small shrimp, this hungry flamboyant flushes out a larger crab from its hiding spot under the sand, and quickly changes plans to include the larger meal. Taking a moment to make sure her aim is true, she strikes almost faster than the human eye can see. These 2 blue dragon nudibranchs are mating. Once fertilization occurs, both individuals are capable of laying separate egg ribbons, which they are known to guard. This is unusual in most nudibranch species. Mating rituals vary between different couples. With these 2, apparently the honeymoon is over quickly, as directly after mating the acting male makes the mistake of getting too close to the female serrata. Either in aggression or by mistake, she takes immediate issue and aggressively nips at the male several times until he undulates out of the way. Reminding me of a Hollywood couple, the divorce is finalized quickly and they are off to live their separate lives. Engaged in a type of territorial dispute, these 2 wrasse lock mouths and spin in the water column, nose to nose. Perhaps the object to these spinning matches is to see who can hold on the longest and then swim away in the straightest line. Another contender enters the area and breaks the 2 up. This female ringed pipefish has a nice clutch of red eggs which are layered all over the lower part of her belly. Possibly due to being uncomfortable with all of those eggs, the female decides the male is no longer welcome under the ledge. Using her nose as a sword, she makes a few lunges at him. As he is winding up for a huge throwdown, she seems to realize the error in her ways and makes a few submissive head bobs. Just like that, the dispute is forgotten. I noticed this beautiful painted spiny lobster on a night dive, and as I looked closer, I realized it was molting. Prior to the actual molting, lobsters form a thin layer of shell directly under the old shell. They must molt in order to grow. She carefully separates the soft inner shell from the hard outer shell and pulls her head and antenna out. Stretching her legs to see if all is okay, she has freedom at last. Abandoning the old beat-up shell behind, she is off to give her new shell a trial run. Also on a night dive, I found this pygmy squid hanging out under a coral ledge. These squid are about the size of a garbanzo bean and rarely hold still for very long. This one seemed to be completely content to watch the planktonic creatures swim by in the water column. I soon realized she had an agenda and was actually waiting for her mate to catch up to her. Once he arrived and worked up his courage, mating soon followed. This broad club cuttlefish is about the size of a baseball. Looking at me with what I perceived to be acceptance and understanding, it majestically allowed me to get up close and personal, where it treated me to a wonderful show of radiating color and flashing lights. I gratefully treasure every moment filled with amazing encounters like these, and hope that future generations are as lucky to do the same. Our planet and the creatures underneath the waves need to be treated with care and respect, or we may damage them beyond repair. What a terribly sad day that would be.